Hi guys. So this has been a very long awaited video for me to film. So today I'm gonna do one big book haul of all the books that I've bought or gotten for free from people that were, giving it away on Carousel and everything like that. Some of these books you guys may have seen from my previous videos, but I do just want to do like a little collective book haul video for me to film, and I have a lot of books, and I'm talking a lot. Literally, this whole box is so heavy. I can't even like pick it up right now. Actually, I would say most of these books I actually did get for free. Like a lot of people were giving away books on Carousel, and I thought, you know what? It's a book that I've been wanting in my collection or have been wanting to read for a while, so I decided to get it. And if I read it and I don't end up liking it, guess I'll just be giving it away to other people. And again, as I said, some of these books you guys would have already seen from my previous video if you guys have watched that. But yeah, I want to just do a whole book haul video. So let's just start off by some of the books that are already open and are not in a packaging or whatever. So the first one that I got was Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I've been wanting to own a physical copy of this book for so long because I've been wanting to read it. Now, I have only watched the movie for this one. I watched the very like recent remake of it. I think it was 2019 or something like that. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Like, I didn't really like the movie, but I have been wanting to read the book because I heard that it's actually better than the movie. And I did get this book for free. Somebody was like giving it away and they didn't want to read it anymore. So I was like, that's perfect. That's the perfect opportunity for me. I wouldn't say this was the cover that I wanted to get. I wanted to get like a different cover of it, which is this one, which I'm just gonna show on the screen. But I thought that this one isn't really that bad. So yeah, ended up getting Pet Sematary by Stephen King. So the next book that I got is kind of like a collective book buying that I also got for free from this one seller. So the first one is The Burning Girls by CJ Tudor. I've heard quite a lot about this book. I've heard quite a mixed review from it, but I've been wanting to actually read this book for a while now. So I decided to again just get it since they're giving it away for free. And if I don't end up liking the book, I'm just gonna like give it to other people that wanted to read it more. So I'm not really sure what this is really about. I think it's just, yeah, from the little blurb from the back, it seems that, people are going missing and stuff like that. And I don't know, I would say it's probably something like cult-y kind of story. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to read this one. So the next one I got, None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. That this book, everybody and their mother have been talking about this book. So I've been wanting to get my hand on it for a long time, and I wanted to do like a video of me reading this book. Maybe like I would do like a week of reading with me, or like reading popular book talk books or whatever. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time. I know this book is about this girl who owns a podcast. On her birthday, she went out to like eat dinner, and when she went to the bathroom, she met someone who has the exact same birthday as her and stuff like that. And thriller things starts to happen. I didn't actually expect this book to be this huge. Like, this is quite a huge copy of the book. Like, I expected it to be like this size, but then it ended up coming like this big. And the writing, the font is like so huge. But it's cool. I've been wanting to read this, and looks to be in a really great condition. And again, got it for free, so I can't really complain, to be honest. So yeah, that is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. The next book that I got, finally, oh my gosh, I've literally been trying to buy this book for years now, I feel like. I wanted to buy it from Kinokuniya, and it's just like at its full price, it's $20+. And I was like, for a paperback of a book that I've already read for $20, that is kind of insane. And I got this for quite a cheap price. I think it was like $10. So I was like, okay, I have to buy it like right now. I literally, as soon as I saw that listing, I immediately chatted the seller and I was like, okay, I want to buy that book. And finally, I got it in its original. Okay, I don't think this is the original cover. I think there's another cover with like the guy on it, but I've been wanting to get this copy of The Deal. This is like my favorite book in the off-campus series, which I feel like, okay, some people does like this book the most and some people like this score the most. For me, this was my favorite one. And I've been wanting to reread this and see if I still like it and how I feel about the book now. So I've been wanting to get my hands on it, and finally I got it for at least a pretty reasonable price, in my opinion, for a secondhand book, and it's reasonable enough for me to buy. Okay, so I got it. That's The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Okay, the next one is a book that you guys have already seen. It's The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I did buy the kind of special edition, like black sprayed edges version of it. And yeah, I read it for a vlog. I bought it as soon as it was available on the bookstore, and I don't care. It's like $40+, but anything to buy a Leigh Bardugo book, to be honest. And yeah, it's beautiful. I really do enjoy the book, so I don't regret it, honestly. So that's The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. The next one, I've also shown this book on my vlog, but I did buy this book as soon as I finished reading it. I was like, okay, I need it in my collection. I gave this book 5 stars. Oh my gosh, I really love this book so much. The romance in this book is unlike any other. Okay, like the pining is exactly what I needed. This is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I'm waiting for the second book to come out. Like, I need it in my hands right now. So yeah, I'm planning to probably reread this before the second book comes out, so just to kind of like refresh my mind and whatever. So yeah, that's Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I got it in this like beautiful hardcover version of it. Okay, the next book, I've also already read this book before, gave it 5 star, have been wanting it in my collection for so long, but they're literally like sold out everywhere, and that is Sorcery of Thorns. I would say definitely one of my favorite fantasy books out there, and it's a standalone, which is literally like amazing. I've been wanting to reread this for quite a while again and see if I still like this book and if I still would give this book 5 stars. So I've been wanting to reread this, and I saw somebody selling it for very cheap. It was like $7, and it's in like a perfect condition. So I was like, yeah, let me get that. So yeah, that is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Why did I forget? Yeah, Margaret Rogerson. Okay, the next ones are gonna be on a package. So my hands have been itching to open this package up for so long, but I didn't want to open it until I can film this book haul. So yeah, as I said, it's been very long due for me to film this book haul, but I finally got the time. It's just work has been so hectic, and I didn't have any time to film this, so I'm filming it now. I'm opening the package now, finally. Again, my hands have been itching to open this. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna open this one first. I forgot what book was in this. I think it was The Fury. So yeah, so yeah, okay. So I have read this book on my vlog a couple of months ago, and I really enjoyed the book. Gave it 4 stars, and I was like, okay, I really want it in my physical collection. So I saw somebody selling this for like $5, which is like insane considering the actual full price of this book at the bookstore was like what, $30, which is fucking insane, by the way, for like a paperback. $30, are you kidding me? But yeah, so this is The Fury by Michaelides. Okay, I know a lot of people hated this book, but I actually really enjoyed it. Okay, let me scoop this. So that is The Fury by Michaelides. I love how floppy this like paperback is, and the cover is so pretty. Yeah, like it's literally $32 for a paperback. That's crazy. And this person was selling it for $5, and it's like literally brand new. I was like, I have to have that. Love to have this in my collection. Okay, the next package we're opening. Again, I don't really, oh, I think I know what's inside of this. I think it's Punk 57. Okay, this book, I have been wanting to read it. Okay, technically I have read like 10% of this book, but then I ended up DNFing it and putting it down because at the time I feel like I wasn't in the mood to read it, and I didn't want to read it until like I'm actually in the mood. So that's Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. This book is so expensive, like especially this like matte version. Like on the books in the bookstore, I think it was like $20+ for the paperback again, which is insane. Yeah, and I got it for pretty cheap. I don't really remember how much it was, but it was pretty cheap for this book anyways. So yeah, I've been wanting to read this, and I've been wanting to get my hand on a copy, like hard copy of it before actually reading it. As I said, I have read about 10% of it back in the day. Like I think it was like years ago, but I ended up DNFing it because I wasn't in the mood. So I think I should really pick this book up soon. I think I may be picking it up for like a video or something. So expect me to read this book very soon. So glad to have this book in my collection. Hopefully it's not gonna disappoint. I'm really hoping that I would like this book. So yeah, that's Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. Now it is time to get to the big boss, the big boss of this whole haul. All of these books I got for free, which again is absolutely insane, but the seller of this book was, I think, moving house, and they wanted to like get rid of the books that they have, so they were offering it for free, and I was like, yes, I will take it, thank you very much. So it's a whole box of books that I'm very excited to read as well. So yeah, very well bubble wrapped here. So already some of the titles, let's just talk about it. Alright, so my phone ran out of storage there, so the clip was cut off. So anyways, I'm just gonna continue where I left off. So the first book in this box is A Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. Now, I've only read City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and I used to watch the Shadowhunters TV show, which I enjoyed a lot. And I've heard really good things about this one and the Infernal Devices, which I have the physical copy of. I just haven't read yet, but this person was offering this again for free. So I was like, you know what, I've been wanting to read this, and it's this beautiful like paperback copy of this book, and this is the first book in the series, so I just wanted to be able to read this physically, and if I enjoy it I might again purchase the second and the third book in the series. It's quite thick though, so I'm a little bit intimidated to read, but I do have really high expectation for this book, so hopefully I will enjoy it, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. So the second book that I have in this big box is some of the I don't really know. I think it's the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer. So I know that this whole series is basically like retellings of fairy tales. So for example, this one, which is, I think this is the third book in the series. I think this is about a retelling of Rapunzel. I'm thinking based off of the hair picture here, but this one is a hardback version of this, and I've heard really good things about this series, so I've been wanting to read this. So I got all 4 books. I think it's 4 books in the series. So this one is, the first one is Cress, and then the next one, Scarlet, which I think is a Red Riding Hood retelling, question mark. So I think this is the second book in the series. So that's Scarlet. And this one is in the paperback format. I really love this like cover. The concept of the cover is so pretty. And then the next one, which is the first book in the series, is Cinder, which obviously I think is a Cinderella retelling. Okay, there's actually, based off of the back part here, there's 5 books in the series, but I only got 4 of them. So yeah, this one is Cinder, and the last one, which is the 4th book in the series, is Winter, which I think is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. This is thick. Like, she is the thickest out of everyone. I am so intimidated to read like really thick books because I feel like my attention span these days, man, is just not there. And this is like, oh my god, this is like 800 pages. 800 pages. What do you have to say that is 800 pages? I don't know, but hopefully it'll be good. So this one is Winter. Again, love the concept of the covers and everything. So the next one in this box is the Throne of Glass series. Now, I've been wanting to read this series for quite some time now because it's like a very beloved series, right, by Sarah J. Maas. But first of all, I don't want to buy like what 6-7 books in one series if I don't know I'm going to like the series or not. And second of all, I don't really want to buy Sarah J. Maas's books like at least full price, so I got this ones for free, so I thought, it's fine. So first one, we have Assassin's Blade. So these are all in the paperback format. So this one is Assassin's Blade, which I think is a kind of like a novella prequel of Throne of Glass. So I think I've seen many different like arrangements of readings for this series. Some people say it's better to read this book first. Some people say it's better to read this book, I think the third ones, but I think I'm just gonna start with this one because this is a prequel, and I thought it would be good to get some like background story before reading The Throne of Glass. Like, it's a novella. I think it's supposed to be a novella, but it's like definitely like a full-length book size. So this one is Assassin's Blade, and the second one is obviously Throne of Glass. So yeah, it's just this cover of Throne of Glass. So the next one is Crown of Midnight. I love this cover. Like, I love the red like colorings on it. I think reds are just so pretty on books, so I love this cover so much. And then we have Heir of Fire, also in the paperback, all in the same paperback format. So Heir of Fire, and we have the last one is Queen of Shadows. So there are a couple of books that is not here. I think there's like Kingdom of Ash, and there's one more, but I forgot the name of. So I do have to get those if I do end up enjoying the book. I think it was Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash is the ones that is not here. So yeah, this one is Queen of Shadows. Hopefully I will enjoy the series. We will see how it is. Oh my gosh. So that is the last of this huge box, and that is the last of this huge unboxing. Oh my gosh, let me stack up all of this book so you guys can see exactly how much books there are here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 2 whole stacks of books for this haul. This is probably the most books that I've like hauled in so long, and literally the majority of these are free, which is such an amazing opportunity for me. It's definitely like a privilege to be able to get all of these books, like most of these books for free. But yeah, I love books. I just love buying books and love reading books, and I'm so excited to get into literally all of this, reading all of this. Very excited. So do expect some of these books to be shown in the next few vlogs of mine, and very excited to read this, very excited to get into it. Finally I can like open up all of these packages and just arrange all of these books in my shelves. So yeah, very excited. So that's it for this book haul. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've been watching up until the end, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.